this thing on? Yep. Hello. Alright. Yeah. Damn. Alright. I don't know if this mic is working, but welcome to the live stream of Amnesia the Dark Descent. Apparently, God started the jet. God damn it. If only I had my goddamn other headphones. Can't find my microphone with it, too. We're gonna start over, apparently.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay. So... that's it, I think. Yeah, let me adjust the microphone here. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Alright, where are we going? Memento. Nothing. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yep, I remember this one. Okay. Apparently I can only hear out of one ear, so this will be terrifying. Yes, tinderbox. What do next? I can't run fast. Why is always a push? Come on, move faster. How many do I have? That? I don't remember that at all. Okay. So we're gonna go and no, I've already seen that one. I remember that. Come on, move faster. Oh. Nothing to be worried about. Okay. This... okay. That's just great. Oh, goody. Okay, now just... what's going on out there? What's going on? Yeah, man, I got to do something today. roll with this. What? What? Okay. Oh, it won't budge. Oh. That's not good. That's never good. Oh, what am I thinking? Oh, goody. That's good. Oh, yeah. The light that filled my sanity. Now. Yep, there it is. Look at that. I gotta use my thing more. Should I light these? Yes. All right. This is never good to open doors like that. Never good. Good. Oh yeah, these are unsettling. This is way too unsettling. Oh boy. Alright, where would I... I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Oil! Alright, we got oil. These are broken. Damn. Who made this? Alright, so we have to pick up a note.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Daniel. Okay. So we gotta descend into the creepiness of this hell and kill an old man. I don't understand what the hell's going on with this. So blood leads that way, so I should go this way. No. No. God damn it. Oh, it must be the other door. Okay. I see. Wait. I can't see very well. Wait. You gotta be kidding me. Is there a key around here? I don't think there is. How the hell am I supposed to get there? There's nothing. I'm looking wrong for this? Maybe I am. Alright. So there must be... Aha! Never like a snake noise. That's the thing. I don't like it. I don't like snake noises. Those friggin' things. Alright. At least it gets a little light in here. And now I completely forgot where I was going.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So, what would he look like? Chest, another oil, another tinder box. Another tinder box. Really good. Wait, this is... Oh, that's not good. I think I should change my... Where is it? There we go. Change it all the way. There we go. Now, where to go? Where to go? I think I was supposed to go down here first. Wasn't I? Oh, yeah, I was. Himself, no diaries, mementos, some sort of organic tissue blocks the path of the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Yes, it can. Alright, now I gotta find something to mix weird stuff that'll burn the weird tissue. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. What? Okay, I don't trust this. I'm gonna turn on the lights. There we go. That's good enough lights. What? What's wrong with him? Oh. That looks like the case. You said so? Ooh, more oil into the lantern just in case. Thought there would be a box or something down here. What? Oh! Get off! So weird. Okay, so those things are not going to go away anytime soon. What?
So there should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
So, Daniel drank something to give himself amnesia. Just to kill Alexander? Why? Why did he do it himself? Doesn't make any sense. That's not... Grab it. There we go. Just light up the whole room. It is hard to use the right analog stick. What is this? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint. Where I only crave for fair judgment and a safe return. What? I heard steps. Don't fuck with me. Alright. So, what? Where? Oh. Gun straight pot. Good. The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem affected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can, move them to the wine cellar. Also, I'm sorry for anyone watching this, because my data on this just actually got erased. So, trying to do whatever I can to remember everything. Oh! Yep, that's right. You stay down. What to do, potion? Potion? I'm taking you with me. Taking you with me wherever I go. What? No. Don't do this to me. Mr. Potion's gonna accompany us. What? No! Where are you with us? No. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go on your own. Yes, I can. Bye-bye, Mr. Potion. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. You made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Oh my god! Oh my god! I completely forgot about that one. Oh. It's locked and will not open without a key. Oh shit. Find the key for the wine cellar. This is where I hate it the most. Oh no, I don't like this. What? Okay, so that was behind the door. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. By taking a picture of the black rose? What? That doesn't make any sense. I don't trust you, pal. Don't trust you at all. Okay. Boop. This game still scares me, even though I've played it. It just gives me that feeling where I haven't even played it.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought, and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the Professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Maybe he was trying to protect you all instead of just getting eaten by a monster. Alright, Alex, you're in the way. But you will be... What? What do I press to rotate? What do I press to rotate? Oh, okay. What? How did you fall? You are... Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna move. There you go. You're gonna keep me company. Read me a story. And do whatever you can. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, you showed that door who's boss. Yeah, this game is just horrifying. What does this book say? Something vegetable. Alright, well, that's alright. I can deal with a vegetable or two. Why is the... What? Oh. Maybe that's why. What the hell? I don't know if it's me, but this is kind of getting weird. Okay, this is... I got one headphone in. Or... Oh, that's not even good. That's not good. No. Don't, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Jerry, you're coming with me. Forget about the book. That block. Hello? I might have had that lantern on for too long. Yes, I did. Here's... Nope, you are coming back. What? I got this. I got this. I don't like it. I don't like this one bit. What? Jerry, did you say something? Jerry, go on ahead. Make sure the coast is clear. Serious. Really be serious. Do something. I'm sorry for wasting you tinder boxes. This room scares the crap out of me. I don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna fill up our lantern. Narrow, good. No? Yes? Good. Paper? Use you as a stick. Stay with me. 4 papers. Your brothers and sisters are here. Well, your whole family's here, so don't give them bad news. What? And it said it was not breakable by hand. That's such BS. What a load of BS. I'm calling it. No. No, hey. Tinderbox. There we go.
17th of May,
17th of May,
1839.
1839.
My hands
My
tremble
hands
as I
tremble
write.
as I write. I feel
I
the
feel a
need to
need
document
to
my
document my
tribulation,
tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered.
Okay.
Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, wait, was that it? Wasn't it? I don't... What? I don't... Apparently that was it. Okay. Oh, it was... Oh, okay. Now I got the weirdest feeling I have now. I'm good. I need him. Give me paper. No! Oh no! Paper glitched through the wall, or the ground. What?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Yeah. In case I need to hide. What? That is not okay. Wait, I think I have... Oh no. No. This sucks. Oh no. Oh no. I... Okay. Well, apparently I don't need shit from that. Alright. What? Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the force and is killing my trusty servants. Oh no! Like he's using those revolvers. He's killing them with that. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whether it comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems? What? Doesn't make any sense. You can just feed them wine and just go, oh, they're gonna be fine. No. Okay. It's just a book. There's nothing in there. It's just a book. I seriously hate my headphones, or these headphones I'm wearing, but mine I would just want back. I just need to find the damn microphone. What? Hello? Okay, I'm not liking this at all. What's this? Won't budge. Anything here? What? Oh, it fell. What? I don't like it. I don't like it. No, no, no. Shut up, please. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Don't do it. Okay, open. Oil. We'll be fine. We're doomed. Yeah, we're definitely doomed. What? Okay, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's so scary. It was done. The men said the tomb had been revealed. Tin Hanan awaits, screaming the toothless woman. Oh no. We're so screwed. Yep. I remember. Should have gone down here first. Yeah. Okay. So I got one select key. Oh, that's right. Ah. The statues were praying, gazing to the dark domed ceiling. What? 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 This is not what I actually hoped for. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I don't like that either. What?
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay. I should have done the other one. at that. How many do I have? 5. Jeez. Where's that crunching noise? It's so annoying. Come on, light it up. No? How come I can't light this thing up? Oh, it's bent. I see. Maybe no. It's probably bent too. Give me the fucking damn thing. Nope. Won't let me have it. God damn it. Hell? What the hell? Yep, these are broken. Give it to me. There we go. Oh no. That's not what did I get? Calamine. What's wrong with my... You didn't see shit. So he's near? He is near. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? Oh, dude. Why? Okay, now my camera's acting weird. Can't see. There we go. Focus. Nothing to worry about. It was just something. it. Give me that tinderbox. There we go.
Hello, I'm Jens Nilsson, co-founder of Frictional Games. I work mainly with the sound, gameplay and event scripting in Amnesia. For my commentary in this game, I'll jump back and forth between the topics of sound, puzzle creation, and even talk about making this commentary.
That was comforting, but go back upstairs, and then we head into the laboratory, right? Things and creatures. It became impossible to avoid the commotion, and the streets begged for his attention as he opened the shutters. The French soldiers opened fire on the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in the haze of gun smoke. What? He died? What? Don't dick with me. Don't dick with me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not one bit. Everything is particles. What? What does that mean? Probably means nothing from wine to acid. Okay, we got calamine. What was that? Oh, so we need two more. God, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's... beggars can't be choosers. Oh, that's great. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Yes, but I gotta find one in the wine cellar. God damn. Wait a minute, this was here the whole time? Nobody actually told me anything? Well, that sucks. Don't. That's better. That's better. The whole room is lit. I'm not a big fan. Alright, well, I'm not a big fan of that. So, continue. Can we light this? Nope, we can't. Oh, I tried. That was a waste of time. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, the sailboat has finally arrived. Or arranged, sorry. To take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar, having reached British territory, which is a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Hortensia, headed for London. Why were we headed for London? Or was it the 3 soldiers? Oh, that's 3 soldiers. My mind's all mixed up in this. I don't like this at all. And I'm out. a big dupe. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Cool. Alright, so we need... Hello. Anybody there? So... there is something around here. I don't know what it is.
I have to get out of here.
My running is just loud. Rock. What's it doing here? So we got yeah, the places. Yes. Alright, we got a tinderbox. Helpful. Oh, very, very helpful. Another tinderbox. What am I looking for here? This is impossible. Unless... nope. Looks like I gotta look from above instead of below. Who knows? Nothing knows. Something's trying to scare me and it's working. What? So, apparently, I hate these headphones. I can't hear much, either that or it's the game. God, my ears standing up. Okay. That was uncalled for. I know where I must go. Not gonna be polite.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Except we're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
I don't like this either. Hello? I'm there. Oh! Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession, my testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle of Brandenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. Wow. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. Oh no, I've been rewarded, yes! Fine, everything. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim. What? Why? And do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. Oh, God. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brandenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Oof, that's gotta hurt. Tonight, the Baron invited me, excuse me, and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tickled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. No longer what? See here. Taste of blood. Not even a good sound. Not even one. Was the chains ever a good sound? Okay, time to get out. Get out. I shouldn't have light those up, should I? Oh, what have I done? I think I remember them all being taken out. I remember that. That confirms my suspicions. I shouldn't have let those. What? Oh, goody. Goody jump drops. Yay. Stick with me. Stick the living crap out of me. Hello? Would you like a pot of acid? It's good for you. A pot of acid should be good for you. So you would die. Stairs have collapsed, find a way to climb back up. No. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard for me. whole room's been lit again. What? God damn it. What? Not my favorite, but okay. He sat down by the Casbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand-veiled ground. What? Oh, God. Oh, I don't like this at all. I hate that. Okay, I'll go. Hubs?
This is one of the many hub levels in the game. And this is a design concept that we started out with in Penumbra. The idea is to give the player some freedom on where to go, but at the same time give a clear objective. In this level, the slime obstacle is a thing that the player needs to get past, and all other levels then have things needed to do so. The slime itself is one of the few puzzles left from the initial designs, and the one I'm probably the least proud of. Now that slime appears all around, it feels a bit forced that you need to have a potion on the slime. Many testers also complained that they wanted other options in getting rid of the slime, like burning it. However, creating a potion is the central theme for this hub, so we had to let it be. I don't think it's that bad, but we probably could have redesigned it if we had time.
Hey, bastard. Was this in the waters? The refinery? Was that water? Not even sure. This is great. This is just great. No, thank you.
This level was first called Distillery, and if you check the data file, it's still named as such. Now, for some reason I told Mikke, a writer, that it was called Refinery, and the voiceover was recorded with the wrong name. Since it's easier to change a name than a piece of voice data, we had to rename it. I'm glad I said Refinery though, and not King's Hall or Grandma's Vegetable Patch. That would not have been as fitting.
Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Someone's coming.
All that's right. These are boxes. God damn it. What is this?
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to die. So. Move. This? Holy crap. A few drops. I don't even know. Oof. Oh. I see. Could you move for a minute? Sir? Sir? There you go. Did it. First, before I go there.
Really? 25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind, A bit. But I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
We made it through. Here's where we die, I think. Oh! I missed. Crash through the surface, the dark Atlantic waters. Some of the image stories make sense in the situation. Oh god.
Hello, I'm Mikko Tarmia, the composer from Amnesia The Dark Descent. You may have heard my music before if you played the Penumbra game series, and I did a couple of tracks for Penumbra Tech Demo too. So this is my 5th project with Frictional Games, and I'm happy to be a part of the team. The Guardian monster has its own musical theme, which you can hear in many situations in the game, even if the Guardian is not physically present. Actually, it's more like a noise sound than a certain melody, and I played it with my bassoon. The theme has many forms, and this one is almost a direct sound coming from the instrument. And this noise, which sounds like screaming, is a highly modified version of it.
Make a break for it. Yes. Let's go! My God. hear sound. That's good news. We need you, pal. Go over there.
First, the creature in the water, affectionately called Lurky here at Frictional Games, did not have a sense of sound. Later on we wanted to add it though, so the player could lure it away by throwing stuff in the water. When I added this, something unexpected happened. Lurky started following me. When you jump on the crates, it hears the sound you make when you land and it goes there to investigate. This was very fun emergent behavior, and I think it made him even more menacing. I also want to add that Lurker was kind of inspired by my favorite movie as a child, Tremors. I guess this early obsession might also explain some creatures in our older games.
gotta be like, oh, mechanism. Oh, here again, huh? I seriously don't like this. It's not fun. Oh no. Oh no. Did you cut some bruises? That was good. Slight headache. Oh, come on. That's unfair. I'm dead. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Above the surface. Help! He cried. Is the ocean swallowed him? Well, that's tragic. That's tragic. Oh hell no! This is not what I had in mind. Is it? Oh, come on. It's not fair. More oil. Oh, it's not good. What is this? Nope, I can't. That is not helpful. Up. Monsters know they should stay away. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs instead of that way. And then, oh, I remember these. Study. And guess what? Why not have this room? Why not? Herbert's trunk was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken by thieves, he assumed. He wonder if anything yet. What? I wasn't done.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Yes, what would they want with your journal? And it's in the box. There we go. Anyways, there you go. Booyah! Here we go. Okay. Tinderbox, crowbar. That's great. And close these. There's the oil. Need to find oil first before I go to that note. There we go.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Is this oil? Yes, it is. Yeah, that. Light a candle. It's up here. Nothing. Like that. We're stuck due to a broken lock. What? The lock is broken. Find another way to open the closet door in the guest room.
The key. Please, let it be here.
What? Oh, I saw something. Thought I saw. Like that.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Dun dun dun. Oh, we'll never know. Because they've been taken. Taken. Nothing. Not good. Oh. What? back on. Yep, that explains why. Something burning? Oh, just that. Okay. Oh, that was creepy. I do see so myself. Get out of there, come on. How these things are mixed. Back to the creepiest death we can ever possibly imagine. What? You say something. Flip through the Book of Monarchs, which is a country. 9 different kings from all over Europe have been depicted with an orb resting in their hand. Oh, is that why the hand? Are we back here? Right. Oh no. Well, you over here. No? Over here. Over here. Nothing. Except friend's house. It's my most trusted student and friend. When? Where? Oh, this is a letter regarding the discovery of orb. The most remarkable thing happened. I'm going to do it in a voice. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is inexplicable as the heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusus. I don't know how these things are pronounced. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithray, a temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color was washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstad, investigating one of the antiquated trails. When I finally found the cabin, I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby raven, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but unfortunately they remained as I continued my escape. I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley. I felt a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black, with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. Oh no! This is mine! I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must not sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. Last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Allstadt. Your friend and mentor, Henrik Cornelius Agrippa. I should be an English actor instead. There's a dog. There's a dog. It's probably a dog. It was probably a dog. Don't screw with me, camera. Oh, not my favorite. Just not my favorite. He's okay. What?
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Oh, it's gross. This leads back here. I don't know where, but this leads back here. I'll get that after I find the oil. Hello? Oil? Oh! Oh, God! Oh, God. Alright, tell me where's that. I don't want anything bugging me. Get it. Open. There we go. Oh. Dinner box. Nothing. We have a hint of oil? This is bullshit. Who's this guy? Maybe Alexander. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointments, the antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in the vein. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Okay. Was that not supposed to have like a voice or something? Notes? Maybe? I don't know. What? No oil? I'm disappointed. Really, I'm disappointed in these guys. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Blech. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. Okay. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherence, probably, in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. Well, good job for you. We must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amounts necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Okay. I didn't know that. I need to know that. Okay. No monsters over here, right? Righto! Find another way around the rubble in the study. How? Why am I walking like this? What? I don't like that. That wasn't good. And don't jump out at me. What? This scares the living crap out of me. No, no, no. No oil. Come on. This is BS. Come on. This is BS. It was BS. Come on. Go. Come on. Nothing in there. That's stuck as well. Okay. What was that? Saw something. Give it back! I saw something. Can't make out what it was. Where the hell? And it's out. God. And I ran out. God damn it. I don't want it. No. I was very frightened of him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Oh well. I don't like this. I don't want that. I got 2 left. Well, it's a good idea. You can just play with a person's body. What's it supposed to do? Refresh me? Oh! What? Oh shit. Bullshit. Seemingly bullshit. Hopefully it's done. I don't know if I can find the other oil. There's a chest. And there's the oil. 2 tinder boxes. What? There we go. Couple of oil left. You got a few drops. Storage. So William Smith has been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man other day cast such a tool in shame. The young man! Oh boy. Well, this has been fun. Not going down there. No, thank you. Never gonna go down there. Not even in a million years. Good thing they like that. Make up your mind, door. I don't get what the hell splashing water supposed to do. What the hell is it supposed to do? Take his face off? Okay, I'm gonna go where the open door wanted me to go.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
very easy indeed. What? Not working. What? Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Figured. Oh, that's why. That's probably why. I remember being left at the storage, which sucked. Went down. It's locked. Damn it. I need a key that unlocks the door into the machine. Do I need this? No. God damn it. Alright. Nope. We'll do that another time. Anyways, this is gonna suck. The storage room. I've been down there only without a lantern. Sounds like a fly. Kind of heavily trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The mercy cabinet, the phone turned and lay and collapsed to the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. He's dead. The man that you were looking for is dead. There's a hole in the floor. Darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. No kidding, and it scares the shit out of me. That was such a... Alright, now I need oil. Can you please help me? Please. Please. I need oil. Can someone fetch me some? Out of oil. I don't like it. Is there a door on this side? Nope, but there's stairs.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home.
Mechanism. Is that my last one? God damn it. Yeah, it was. And I'm out of lanterns. So God damn it. At least I lit my way around. And I got no other one left. That's just great.
Again, there's a lot of elements here working together. Not only does the player enter the darkest level yet, they'll also come up against a dark part of Daniel's memories. We've tried to have all aspects of the level work towards this goal. Hopefully it creates an oppressive and disturbing feel to it.
Oh, thank you for that comforting thing. Plus, I've actually wasted all my lantern oil. So... I might have to do something about it. It's like really weird. It's gonna be really creepy. Alright. Maybe there's some hidden lantern oil around here somewhere. I did not close again. Is it supposed to respawn? Key parts. Oh, hell no. I hope I don't have to light all those up just in case. Finger boxes. Hey, get me out of here.
In the original pitch, Herbert was a fairly important character, but it didn't really reflect in the games, so we tried a few different things to incorporate him, but it never really made any sense. Herbert was important to Daniel's background, but in the end he didn't have any impact on the story happening right now, that is, the conflict between Daniel and Alexander. So most of his things was cut during the last stage of production.
Oh, what the hell happened to you? I see you got no nipples. Bye bye. Oh, 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 oh. What the hell? Let's let me back. Will sure will. We'll look at the studies again. Might be something I might have missed. This is something to study somehow. Look to the Book of Monarchs. Yeah, heard that one. Door. What? Oh, there may have been like a secret passage on here. Secret passage? Huh? Stop with the barking. Oh, no. Nope. Human buttocks, okay. Yeah, they're trying to study the butt of people. But, ooh, vicious. Canines, really weird. And they're trying to study the, ugh. Oh, body works, maybe the head, maybe the boob. Oh, like the dog sounds. Oh my god. That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Go rest in peace now. Okay, so I'm gonna erase it. Just since I cannot see. No. Am I supposed to be looking, filling out, making breakable objects?
This map was one of the most fun to make because of the rooms have more objects than we usually add in the levels. I think the first two rooms was pretty good, just because of this. But we can't add this many objects in every room in the game, because that would, first of all, be very demanding on your PC's performance, and a lot of our players doesn't have gaming rigs. Secondly, it wouldn't make sense if every room or corridor was a storage. We also try very hard to vary the levels and rooms as much as we can do. This level was also the first time in the game the player had any contact with the outside. So for this part I had to make a couple of different wall pieces, a pine tree and a breakable version of the window. And I can talk a little bit more about the breakable window here. When creating breakable objects like this, we have to first of all break the model by splitting parts up and creating pieces. Like on this window, it has a lot of wood parts that are loose after it breaks. Those parts are remodeled into broken versions, and in the broken version of the window, they're actually hanging in the air at the same place they were when the window was whole. After modeling those and exporting the model into collada format, which our engine handles, I use our in-house model editor, set each wood part up with a body for collision, and I also add weight for it to behave realistically. I also add material type, in this case wood, and that is so that wood sound is played when a piece hits something. You can also set up more advanced stuff like how it will behave in water, how fast it can travel, and how fast the speed will decay, but also a lot of other settings as well. But when the broken version is done, I also set up a special entity of the original window where I set it to break at a certain force, and when that happens another entity will load and this one will disappear. And in this case we load the broken version of the window. We also set it up so a particle system with glass shards is going to be played as well as a break sound. And as soon as you break that window and all that is happening, and since you probably threw something at the window, the force of that object will make the wood pieces slide and not fall straight to the ground as they would otherwise. That is pretty much how we do it with most breakable entities, but of course creating a particle system and sounds for this is needed too. And in this level you can also see a lot of props that I made earlier before we started making maps. This is objects like shelves, tables, chairs, paintings, etc. But of course I didn't make all the objects in this level.
Kidding. Cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. Great. So we need to throw a chair. Great. Chair. Break. Oh yeah. This is great. This is great. Oh no! I found another way around. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Okay, what gate are you talking about? Never mind, I don't give a damn about any gate. The hell is this? Don't dick with me. I'm not trifling. There we go. Okay. Come on! There we go. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not achieve proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Rods. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'll risk a tinderbox. Hello? Oh, tinderboxes. Thank God that was for there. Get in there. Come on. Oh my God, the castle. It's alive. I'm seriously suspecting that the castle is alive. this is where I might stop, so I might actually continue on from another time. But I did not know that was there. How did I not know that was there? I am such a fucking idiot. Alright, we'll continue this another time, but thank you guys so much for watching. This was an amazing live stream. I loved it. I mean, there were parts of the place I didn't even know about. I didn't even know I could refill my whole lantern like that. Plus, I still got full lantern. It's good, right? Oh, wait. No. I'm trying to find how to... Oh, that's right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And just click that like button after you've seen this. It really means much. And subscribe to the channel if you want to be part of the Howling Army. Thank you!